Good morning, meaties. How are you? Good Monday morning, meaties. That's what it is. Welcome to your weekly live stream of horror news and channel updates. Shout out to Macy, first one in the chat this morning. And Froggy Fresh noted that this is basically the 1 year anniversary of these live streams. The first one, thank you for shouting that out, Froggy. I just checked, and the first one that we ever did, back when it was still over on the main channel Dead Meat, was on October 16th, which is in 2 days, a year ago. So we've been doing these for a year. I've been keeping up with them. Something that I've really enjoyed doing. Oh, lower music volume, I'm sorry. I usually do that when I come in. Good call, there you go. Yeah. Fixed the music for you. But yeah, it's the 1 year anniversary of doing these live streams. I've missed a few throughout the year. Had to postpone others. But, yeah, we've been doing these for a year. That first one, I mean, it was on the main channel. It has 120,000 views. That's pretty cool. But thank you for everyone who keeps tuning into these, because I think it's a great use of the platform. I think it's a great use of my time to go over stuff like this for all of you who are interested. So thank you. Thanks for joining us. As we have been doing the past few weeks, we'll start with horror news and then do Dead Meat updates, and we'll finish with trailers, although today we only have one trailer, so that's it. We'll also mention what horror movies are coming out this week that you can check out in theaters and on demand from the comfort of your own home. Doesn't seem that long. Let me tell you, man, it'll just keep seeming shorter and shorter as time goes on. You know, the first couple of years of Dead Meat felt like forever, and now it's like, what, already? A year ago was the strikes? The weird era was already just a year ago? God damn. Okay. Yeah. It's nuts. It's nuts. Well, let's get into the news as I sip from my mug of the day, which is, I feel like it's seasonally appropriate. The Mini-Man monsters from Universal. Got Mini-Mans dressed as all the Universal monsters. Got a little Mini-Man from the Black Lagoon. Got Invisible Mini-Man. Mini-Man's monster. Were Mini-Man, and a Mummy Man. Mummy Man, can't really... Mummy Man. Thanks, Andrew. We need a Renfield kill count. Do you guys think a Renfield kill count would do well? Or are you guys interested in Renfield? We were just talking about that. I mean, you're not gonna, I'm gonna be honest, you're not gonna be the right people to poll. You guys show up for the fucking Monday morning live streams. You're gonna show up for whatever. Because we were like, oh, we got that new Nosferatu coming out. Should we do Renfield or should we do the original Nosferatu from 1922? I mean, I've looked at that original Nosferatu before with the intention to kill count it, and then quickly was like, this would be pretty hard. So I don't know which one you guys would prefer. How did Mousetrap do? Neutral Man? Oh, yeah, Mousetrap just gave us the highest views in a single day of the past year. I mean, it was Mousetrap plus people watching other episodes. Like, Mousetrap didn't have the highest opening of an episode for the year, but it had a very strong opening. It opened higher than... I think it was our third highest opening of the year after FNAF and the first VHS. And then combined with people watching the other videos on the channel, like, it's I fucking told you guys, man. I done told you that this is what would happen. Look at this graph. Look at this graph. See that giant spike all the way on modern day? That's yesterday. That's Mousetrap. This is over the course of the past year. Look, it just blows out every other day. Even last year was the strike, so our October wasn't as strong as it usually is. Through the roof. To the moon, dude. I think it's a good kill count, though, is the thing. There were a bunch of comments like, why are you even covering this if you're going to hate it? I'm like, because I think it's a fucking funny kill count, dude. I love doing shit like that. Can you tell Chelsea she's hot as fuck and you're the luckiest man on the planet? I do. I do tell her that. Thanks, though. Okay. All right. Let's get to the news. First up, oh, thank you, Chris Harrington. It was a crazy video, dude. First up is Ready or Not 2 is confirmed. We had talked about this previously being discussed, and then we had talked about how Samara Weaving said that she was down for it. The confirmation here is that Radio Silence is returning to make it. Chelsea and I went to a screening of Ready or Not, the first film, Saturday night at El Capitan here in Los Angeles. And it was at that screening that they announced that, which is really exciting. It was at a panel done by Perry Nemiroff, who's amazing. Anytime you see an interview done by Perry, you know that you're in for quality, which is great. She did a panel after the film, which, like, God, that movie is so fucking good. Like, no notes on that one, man. That's one that we regularly watch, because we had just watched it 2.5 years ago, which for us is just having watched it with all the movies we watch. But we were excited to watch it again, see it on the big screen. It's so fucking good. And so now we've got a sequel coming with the gang back together, same writers as well. And honestly, this is one of those movies where I'm like, it doesn't need a sequel. It was perfect the way it came out. Everything was wrapped up. No need for a sequel. But I also kind of said that about Smile. Smile 2 is great. I'll talk more about that later. Granted, Smile, the first film, ended in a way that lent itself more to a continuing story, whereas the first Ready or Not doesn't. But the fact that it's all of them coming back together to make this, and it's not bringing in anyone new, that gives me hope. And, I mean, I'm going to trust them. They're my buddies. I like all their movies, their Scream films, Abigail, Ready or Not. I think that those are all very fun films that strike a nice balance of horror and comedy. I like their sense of humor. It really works for me. So I will follow them into the dark, dude. I will watch this sequel and expect it to be good. I have no idea what it could possibly be about. I don't know if it'll have her family. I don't know if it'll have a different family. If LaBelle will be like, I'm sure he'll be involved. No idea what it could possibly be about. But if it's got Radio Silence and Samara, I'm down. And I'm not surprised that, you know, they're going back to this. Abigail, as great as it was, I think most people who saw it thought that it was really fun and enjoyed it. Didn't do well at the box office, unfortunately. Ready or Not did well at the box office, but I was surprised when I saw these numbers. It did 57 million worldwide. I think we could pump those numbers up, baby. I think we could pump those numbers up. I think this movie picked up a lot of fans after the fact, after its initial theatrical run. And I think people saw it later and realized how good it was and how much they liked it. So I would expect the sequel to do better at the box office, just based on its reputation of the first film. Because, yeah, I mean, 57 million, great, excellent, against a $6 million budget. That's fantastic. I think we can go higher. I think we get it up there. So exciting. We'll see how that goes. Don't know when that'll be. I don't think it's been written yet, so I'm sure we're like 2 years off. I'm assuming that'll be a 2026 release. Wouldn't even be surprised. No, they work pretty fast. I don't think it'll be 27. So I would assume maybe early 26. I don't think it'll come in time for late 25. But all right. Speaking of box office though, dogs. Oh man. Everyone celebrate. Everyone celebrate. I don't care if you like Terrifier or not. You gotta celebrate this. That Terrifier 3 is the #1 film in America. The unrated exploitation, grindhouse, hardcore, gory killer clown is the #1 film in America, baby. This is fucking wonderful. It's so good, dude. This movie is it's so indie. No studio notes on this one, man. No studio's like, hey, do you think we're going for a 4-quadrant thing here. Do you think you could maybe like tone this down and adjust this and maybe add a character that will appeal to the Chinese audience, baby? None of that shit, dude. This shit, completely homemade, #1 movie in America. Fuck yeah. It wouldn't have happened had Joker 2 not imploded. The first Joker was a $1 billion movie. The second one will not make $1 billion. Joker 2, I believe, I may be wrong on this. Joker 2, I think, set the record for the biggest drop in its second weekend for a movie that opened at #1. I think it dropped like 82%. Previous record holder for that was the Friday the 13th remake in 2009. That had a big opening, and then for whatever reason, because I like that movie, it dropped 80% in its second weekend. Opened at #1, dropped 80% in its second weekend. A movie that came close to beating that is Sunday's Kill Count episode, Halloween Ends, which speaks to how divisive that movie was. Huge opening. Dropped, I think, almost 80% in its second weekend. So thank you, Joker 2, for not only imploding in a way that allows Terrifier to become the #1 film in the country, but also for taking away the box office blemish record of the highest, the biggest drop in a second weekend for a #1 film from our horror films. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. The Friday the 13th remake is one of the best of the series and doesn't deserve to have that albatross around its neck. And I thank you, Joker 2, for removing it and donning it yourself. I appreciate it. I've not seen Joker 2, so I don't have any opinions on Joker 2. My guess would be that it is overhated. That is my wild guess. I imagine I would watch it and be like, that's fine or whatever. A little weird, but I mean, I also thought the first movie was fine, so whatever. Congrats to Terrifier 3. Well deserved. If you didn't catch my interview with Damien on this channel, Dead Meat Presents, make sure you watch it. It is an excellent interview. People are saying it's a real good interview because it's just me and him chatting and talking about his love for horror, his journey with art, how they got to this point. And it's a real good conversation. And if you like that, I'll bring it up again later. But today, in just a few hours, we will release the interview I did with Lauren Lavera, star of Terrifier 3. So you'll get another hit of that. Yes, my hair is in the interview. And boy, did I learn from the response to that video that I'll just keep wearing hats then. Okay. I thought maybe, I went and got the haircut. And there's only so much they could do with the haircut because you have to cover the front, and they like shaved the back of my head completely for the procedure, so that has to be taken care of. So what I wound up with is what you see in the interview video. It's that's what they did with the haircut. It's to hide what's going on. But I thought the hair was fine enough to have in a video. I was wrong, apparently, seeing as comments variously compared me to Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber, Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, Moose from The Fanatic, John Travolta's Moose. Also, there's a through line there that I don't really appreciate with all those comparisons. So I guess I'll just keep a hat on from here on out. I put that video out. I was like, ooh, I wonder what people are going to say about this interview. And just like, Oh, oh, okay. What sucks is that happened after we filmed VHS Beyond. So in VHS Beyond, my hair is out and looks like that. I was like, Chelsea, why'd you let me do that? She was like, I thought it looked fine. I was like, yeah, but you love me. People on the internet don't. I'm just a special boy. Thanks, Drew. We'll see. We'll see. I'm tempted to show you what it looks like the hairline, but it's just, there's no scabs anymore. It's just like little weird baby hairs that are also falling out, so then it's just a lot of red. I mean, you can kind of see it with the beard. No, you can't, really. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'll just keep wearing a hat from now on. Moving on. More Art the Clown news. He's getting his own game, the arcade game in 2025. This is just a side-scrolling beat 'em up, you know, like that. And you can see from this little video what it looks like. It's just, you're just running around beating up. And it's one of these. It's one of these. Which I find it hilarious that the characters are Art, Pale Girl, Victoria, and Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho. He's in there. That's so funny. So yeah, it's one of those games, you know. Looks pretty simple. Could be fun. There you go. I don't know if that's coming to Steam, Switch, PS5, and Xbox. All of them. It's coming out for all of them. Amber Midthunder from Prey is joining Monarch season 2. I didn't know Monarch. I didn't know what Monarch was, but that's kind of the trend with Apple Plus TV series. Watch Schmigadoon. Watch Severance. That one's not canceled yet. That's real good. But I guess Monarch Legacy of Monsters is a Godzilla TV show that takes place after the 2014 Godzilla movie. I didn't fucking know that, but Amber Midthunder is joining season 2 of it as an intelligent and powerful businesswoman. Good for her. Really glad she's getting work. Hope they don't cancel that series. Look at that. Look at the power of casting. John the Guanlong said, I hated Monarch, but I love Amber Midthunder, so I will give season 2 a chance. There you go. Cast likable people, get more views. Oh yeah, Amy Collins. I dream of Schmigadoon every night. Mike Flanagan's Hush, which has, you know, during the past year of doing these live streams, we've charted its journey from being near lost media, unavailable to watch legally in any way, shape, or form, to now getting an upcoming physical release and being available to watch digitally. And now it's going to go back to in theaters for just a special occasion. I can't really tell. Heads to theaters next week for special engagement run. I can't tell if this is like a nationwide theatrical thing or if it's just here in LA at Vidiot's. This eagerly anticipated theatrical engagement. Additionally, the event screening will feature a live stream Q&A, so maybe it'll be so maybe that will be in theaters everywhere as the live Q&A is done at Vidiot's, which is where we held the last horror awards. That's where we filmed that. So that is in Eagle Rock, which is LA, but okay. Check that out if you'd like. The Dead Space graphic novels are being resurrected. It's not something I know a lot about. I know that game exists. And apparently now the graphic novels, which have been out of print for years, are being re-released. So you can grab those if you want. Those covers look cool. There you go. Goosebumps The Vanishing. Again, another TV series I just didn't know exists. That's on Disney Plus and Hulu. Apparently this is being the second season. Look at this picture of David Schwimmer. He almost looks like Justin Long there. Am I crazy? Looks like Justin Long getting venomed. He's going to be in Goosebumps The Vanishing. So there you go. Stars YouTuber Jaden Bartels. Who's that? Oh, she was on Disney shows already. Oh, she's a little kid. Rose to fame on TikTok. I see. Okay. Fortnite. Oh, wait, that is Justin Long? Is that Justin Long or is that David Schwimmer? Oh, that's Justin Long. Oh, Ben, are you in the chat? I'm pretty sure Ben sent this and was like, doesn't that picture of David Schwimmer look weird? That is, I'm talking about brand manager and producer Ben, who makes these live streams happen. They wouldn't happen without him. And he told me that, Ben says that's David Schwimmer. Ben's sticking to his guns. Is this David or Justin? Ben says literally his name is in the article. Yeah, but doesn't it look like Justin Long, dude? Yo, this is the fucking dress all over again. This is Yanny Laurel all over again, dude. Could we get a fucking poll up in the chat? I can't do it. Because I'm not logged in on OBS. I really gotta fix that. It's not Dylan McDermott, Marco. Don't be obtuse. Jordan said if Justin was like 20 years older. Jordan, Justin is 20 years older. Whatever you're thinking of, your picture of Justin Long, he is 20 years older than that now. All right, I guess this is the ultimate debate. Who is that? Is that David Schwimmer or is that Justin Long? It looks like the consensus is coalescing around David. And all you Justin Long truthers out there are going to have to come to terms with that, so. Yeah, Fortnite. I don't get Fortnite. Zoran plays the hell out of it. My buddy Mike plays it and has a blast. I think I've booted it up once in my life. Fell out of a plane, got killed, and then was like, I'm good. But they added Billy, which Chelsea is just absolutely tickled by. Chelsea loves Fortnite Billy. She doesn't play Fortnite. She has just seen Billy in Fortnite and thinks it's hilarious. Because he's like a full-ass, like, full-limbed character. Yeah. Does Zorn stream Fortnite? Not that I'm aware of. And last item, what do we got? Oh, yeah, Variety came out with this 100 best horror movies of all time. You can check it out. I know that there was a lot of discussion about it. And a lot of people complaining about it. But you know what? If it's a different ranking than we usually see, then that has its own merit. I won't give away what number one is, but Chelsea was very pleased with what it was. I think one of the things that people complained about was how low The Thing was. I think Audition is in the top 10, which, you know, everyone's gonna have their own rankings. This one seems to be very weighted towards older films, and I think the top 10 has a ton of 70s movies in it. So, you know, everyone's gonna have their own inclinations as to what they find are the best things. Not a single Friday the 13th, but it has Human Centipede 2 and Hostel 2. I haven't seen Human Centipede 2, so I can't speak to that. Hostel 2 is a more interesting film than any Friday the 13th, in my opinion. I don't think any of the Friday the 13ths are particularly good films. I love Part 5. I enjoy a lot of the other ones, but if we're... You know, it depends on what your rubric is. Are these the 100 most fun horror films to watch, or are these the 100 most, you know, artistically interesting and effortful films to watch? Hostel 2, I think, has some stuff in it that is interesting. I think Hostel 1 has interesting things, too. Also, by the way, thank you, Quattro. but, whatever. That's all I got, by the way. Okay, so movies coming out this week. Smile 2. Smile 2 fucking rules, guys. I love Smile 2 so much. We went and saw it last week. Holy shit, man. If you like the first Smile, I think you will love Smile 2. It's fucking great. I had such a good time. It is so scary. I loved Smile 1, and in our discussion on the podcast and in the kill count, I expressed that love. I said that I thought it was terrifying. The entire time in the film, I was on edge. I'd never felt comfortable, and I think that's very effective. That continues in Smile 2. Smile 2 is, I think, more intense than the first film in terms of scares. At least 4 or 5 times, I screamed so loud and swore, and by like the 4th or 5th scare that was making me do that, dude, I tell you what, I was hitting Chelsea's shoulder and just be like, dude, what the fuck? Both of us were screaming. They're jump scares that are so intense that it happens. Normally a jump scare happens, you're like, you got me. These, they happen, and you're like, and then you're still on edge for like a good minute, just your body's still trying to adjust, just like, fuck, I think Parker Finn is a master at the jump scare. It's so fucking good. The other thing about it is it's hilarious. There's so many times that I was laughing my ass off. That first Smile, the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, that is like, there's no humor in it. It's just a scary movie. But then I rewatched it. I was like, actually, no, there are spots of humor in Smile, which is really useful because it kind of disarms you just enough for the next scare to be that much more impactful. Smile 2 increases the intensity of both those things. It is so much funnier, and not in a way that makes it any less alarming or threatening. It's just funny in the way that the characters, I don't know. It's kind of like ironic humor with how scary the movie is and how scary it's going to get at any given moment. That some things that occur are then funny in that context, if that makes sense. And the humor comes from the characters and their acting. They're all very good. I don't know, dude. I fucking love this movie. The music's very good, since it follows a pop star played by Naomi Scott, who is incredible in the role. As a pop girly fan, actually. In fact, I'm wearing the shirt that Ben accused me of identity theft by owning. He said that he felt like his identity was being stolen by me when I wore this shirt, but I got it first, and I will be wearing it to Sabrina Carpenter when I see her next month as the oldest person in the audience. Fully prepared for that. Smile 2 follows a pop star, and she's great. The music's good. The choreography's amazing. We love the Smile dancers. We love the Smile 2 dancers in this house. They're fantastic. So, I fully recommend this. Full-throated endorsement of Smile 2. It was such a fun time at the movie theater. Such a fun time. This is mainstream horror done right. Oh, it's so good. Loved it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say without spoiling. No. That's it. Go see it. Go see it, man. It's fucking great. All right. Also coming out this week is Rumors, which I would like to catch sometime. I forget if that's going to be streaming anywhere. But that's that one where the world leaders meet and then there are zombies. Looks very Death of Stalin, dark comedy, kind of political horror. I don't know how much horror, but very black comedy. And then the movie that was once known as The Red is now called Rippy. It's that killer kangaroo movie that'll be out. Oh yeah, Michael Bihn's in that. Great. And then I don't know what this last one is. Die Alone. Oh, Die Alone. What is this? Did we watch a trailer for this or anything? It's got Carrie-Anne Moss in it. And Frank Grillo. He's cool. Yeah, not too familiar with Die Alone, but that is also out this week. Okay. Dead Meat news. Dead Meat news. Okay, last week we had... Where are we? Kill counts. VHS 99 was out on Friday. We also had on Wednesday the podcast Guess the Kill. Guess the Kill 3 was out on Wednesday with both Chelsea and I playing. And I found out I've narrowed down the issue here. It's this cable. I'm only getting sound right here. And if I really fuck with it, this ear starts to kind of crackle in a little bit, but yeah, this cable has got to go. It created an uneven playing field, and we will need a rematch at some point. Oh yeah, if I fold it like this, now I can hear out of both ears. But Chelsea, unfortunately, was not aware of this debilitating lack of audio channel during the Guess the Kills. But I won't relinquish my Pusketball. I still want it fair and square, I'd say. So, that episode came out on Wednesday. On Friday, we had VHS 99. On Saturday, my interview with Damian Leone went up. And yesterday, the kill count for The Mousetrap came out. Today, my interview with Lauren Rivera of Substance 3, that'll come out. On Wednesday, the Substance podcast. We filmed for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Don't know how much of that will get cut out. I don't think a lot. That was all just discussion. So, you're probably looking at a 2-hour podcast all about the Substance on Wednesday. Substance 3? Is that what I said? Okay, sorry. Substance podcast. I think I was reading Terrifier 3 in the chat. Yes. Oh, okay. Lauren Rivera from Terrifier 3. There we go. Lauren Rivera in Substance 3. Let's manifest. Let's make it happen. All right. Substance 3 starring Lauren Rivera. There we go. Yes, the Substance podcast out on Wednesday. 2-hour episode. Really great discussion. We fucking love that movie. I'm so excited for you to hear our conversation about it. I think it's so good. And, yeah. That's all I got to say about that. 2-hour podcast of The Substance coming out on Wednesday. There you go. Friday, we near the end of our VHS coverage with VHS 85. That kill count will be out on Friday, featuring once again the team of Dead Meat video of me, Chelsea, and Zoran. Have you figured out who the last 2 tapes will be of in the To The Numbers for the VHS series? You should be able to. But have you figured out what's going on in them? What is causing all this in the To The Numbers bits? On Saturday, Chelsea and I did a quick little interview with Parker Finn. So that should be out on Saturday here on Dead Meat Presents. It won't be a long 40-minute conversation like I had with Damien or Lauren, but it's like a quick little 15-minute guy where we got to talk to him about Smile 2. So go see Smile 2 on Friday when it comes out, and then on Saturday, check out our interview with him. I don't think it's spoilery, but, might as well see the movie first just to make sure that all of our conversation is relevant and pertinent to you. They'll be out on Saturday, assuming nothing goes wrong. On Sunday, finally, at long last, the comments can cease. It is the Halloween Ends kill count. No, I didn't forget about that movie. No, I didn't dislike it so much that I just wasn't going to cover it on the kill count. It's coming out. Halloween Ends on Sunday. We're less than a week away now. I even posted it to the community page on Dead Meat so that people would fucking know. You try to just make it as available as possible of like, this we're covering it here. You let the schedule, you tell people, you announce it, and then still I get comments being like, so did you just forget about Halloween Ends? I'm like, no, it's coming. It's a long one. And if you despise the film and are excited for me to do a mousetrap-like takedown on the worst Halloween movie in the fucking franchise, you're gonna be disappointed. Because that's not how I feel. It blows my mind when people say it's the worst movie in the franchise. What? Dog? Halloween Resurrection's right there. Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie's right there. Halloween 5, Halloween 6, they're right there. I would watch Halloween Ends over Halloween 4. I'd probably watch it over the original Halloween 2. Yeah. But the thing is, Ben says it's not even the worst movie in the requels. I disagree with that. Halloween Kills isn't great, but I would put it above Halloween Ends, I think. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's weird. It's different. I'm also not precious. I say this in the kill count. I'm not precious about Halloween, the franchise. I think it's... bleh. I don't think it's a great franchise. I think it's very... It's just Michael. Oh, let's pin someone to the wall and whatever. Okay. That comes out on Sunday. Is that it? Anything else happening? Okay. Then what? Next week we wrap up the month with VHS Beyond. Next Friday. And Winnie the Pooh 2 on the next Sunday, the final Sunday of the month. Yep. Bro just dropped something. My phone did fall. Thanks. I tried to just play it off and not act embarrassed by it, but, I guess... I guess Amazing Fantasy 23 doesn't want me to be able to just smooth over my clumsiness. Thanks. Yeah. We started to watch Mr. Crockett. Maybe we were just too tired. We got an hour in and stopped. It was late. I thought it was a little boring. I really liked the actor and the character Mr. Crockett. I really loved the practical kills going on and that whole thing, but all the scenes in between felt really boring. I don't know, man. I went in really excited for it, like really rooting for it and wanting to like it, and I just, again, maybe it was late, but I was like, man, really wish that I was more entertained while waiting for Mr. Crockett to show up again. It was more just like, okay. But people online seem to love it. Like, the horror subreddit, the post about it, everyone really liked it, so don't take my word as gospel. It's on Hulu if you want to check it out. It's a fun premise. Again, the character's really fun, and the actor does a great job. The practical effects are really good, but we didn't end up finishing it. Because, like, I paused it to go pee, I think, and I saw that there was a full half hour left. I was like, I'm good. Maybe I'll revisit it sometime, but who knows. We also, we saw Smile 2. We saw Terrifier 3. I didn't really talk about that, did I? I love Terrifier 3. I think it's the best of the series so far, and I'm excited for the next one, which there will be, so. Best way to 8 Mills production. Best way to describe Mr. Crockett is what if cis people made I Saw the TV Club. I was surprised it took place in the 90s too. I thought that we would have the setup in the 90s and then it take place in modern day. I don't mind it taking place in the 90s. That always helps as far as like, you know, phones everywhere. Haven't seen Hold Your Breath. I haven't listened to the Brat Remix album. Terrifier 3 was good. I thought there was something else, but maybe not. Okay. What's this trailer that we got lined up? Because my throat's feeling a little scratchy, so I don't know if I want to sit here and do this. What do we got? He Never Left. What is this? By Dread. Like Dread Central. Comments turned off. 1.6 thousand views. Sure, let's check it out. Let's see what's up.
I'm looking for a room.
Oh, Lalo.
How many guests?
Laurel's there.
Just one.
He's not that smart. You know we'll catch him.
Stop it! So where is he?
Maybe Paleface is back.
Paleface?
What the hell happened? Gabe.
You know what? Look, I take responsibility for my choices in life, okay? I know what consequences are, but it's a two-way street.
Is this guy the lead performance or is
Something happened.
lady?
What did you do?
What was I supposed to
Or
do?
is it
What
him?
am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to get on the phone, call 911?
Harley Phelps, U.S. Marshals, come to the door.
So he killed her?
Oh, hello.
No turning back.
Ah, but then she did turn back.
The password for the Wi-Fi? No turning back.
Who are you?
I'm Paleface.
Warrants arrest! It's not Paleface.
That guy looks like he could either be played by Tim Robinson in a spoof, or he looks like he should be on The Bear. Am I wrong? Should this guy be on The Bear? I feel like he could be like at a family reunion, like a cousin. Not like cousin, but a cousin, like a more distant one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. I don't think it looks like a student film. It looks a little low budget, but that's fine. You can have a good low budget movie. Okay. All right. Anything else? Merch. we're so. I say this every fucking week, dude. Trust me. It's killing me. It's killing me, but it's almost there. I forget if I specified what the expectations are with merch, but it's the fucking 14th of October. It's almost there. And we should be able to get the Dead Meat Video polos. I was told that they would arrive by Halloween. That seems like a tall ask, but the people who told us seemed confident in their ability to do that. So we hopes that it'll happen. That's all I want, is for you guys to be able to have the Dead Meat Video polos by the end of October. Also, Dead Meat merch, like logo merch, where it just says Dead Meat. That should be available quickly, and then pre-order for other stuff that we're going to have. Website update, said Stormfire. Ben, do we have the 50 scroll? Do we have the old 50 scroll? That's basically what we're waiting on, right? Every week with this website and merch stuff, man. For a year, I feel like I teased it in the first few ones of these live streams. I thought that it would be a thing at the beginning of 2024, the website, but instead it's just coming up at the end. That's fine. That's fine. If we do, that hasn't been communicated to me yet. Okay. Let's check in again, because, again, you know, I know they're busy. It's October. All eyes are on us right now. It'd be good to have that launch. It'd be good to have it. Podcast schedule for the rest of the month. Next week, it'll be some kind of game. I know that we talked about a bracket. We might be a little pressed for time to put that together. So what we might do instead is the Who Am I game with Gressel joining us as we pick horror characters, wear them on our heads, and then have to ask questions to determine who we are. We did that a couple of years ago and people really liked it. So we are considering doing that again. And then the final podcast of the month, it's confirmed. It hasn't been filmed yet, but the film day is there. So unless something goes very bad, goes very poorly, it will be and I can already say with certainty, excellent interview that I know that everyone will be excited to see. We don't often do interviews on the podcast as podcast episodes. Usually nowadays we tend to just make them separate videos because, especially with the podcast being every other week, interviews tend not to perform that well. So apparently people aren't that interested in them, but I can guarantee that everyone will be interested in this one. There are few podcast interviews that like really took off. It was like Spencer's interview and Heather's interview. Those were the ones that like did really well. This one will do very well as well. I promise. No hints. No hints. You're just gonna be excited when you see it. If we guess who it is, will you confirm who it is? Nope. You're just going to get it. You're just going to get it and like it. I promise. Okay. And it'll be in person too, so we'll be in the room with them. We'll be hanging out. It'll be good. It'll be good, I promise. All right, I think that's all I got for you. And enjoy spooky season. I'm trying to. I'm really trying to. I'm trying to, like, enjoy the time, but it's also very stressful for us, and I feel like I'm starting to get a little sick from lack of sleep, so we're gonna see if I can head that off before we... Oh yeah, we're also doing something else, guys, that's pretty crazy. We're shooting something this week, and it'll come out in just a few weeks, and it's kind of crazy. We are producing something. We are producing a music video for an artist that you know, which is really cool. And it's not Ice Nine Kills. So that just kind of happened. Producer MK took the reins on that. I won't give out any other details about that, but like, it's pretty cool. Her husband Nico is going to be directing it. Chelsea and I will be in it, and we are producing it, and that'll be out in a few weeks. We've been calling it our October side quest. It was something we didn't expect to do, but the opportunity came up, and we seized on it, and we'll be doing a music video for someone, and that's in addition to everything else going on. So there's a lot happening. I've also got my Halloween party this week. So I have less than a week to get the house in order and all the decorations up. Oh, God. Okay. I should probably go get what work needs to be done, and then get some sleep. So thank you. It's not Sabrina Carpenter. I'll say that. It's not Sabrina Carpenter. Although I am going to have my people, reach out to her people and see if we can put together a little what's your favorite scary movie episode. I doubt it'll happen. She's way too fucking big for that. But I'll shoot my shot. I'll write a personalized thing of like, I'm a big fan. We covered your video on the kill count, you know. But I don't know. Maybe she would do it. She clearly has some enjoyment of horror from that video. So that'd be cool. I doubt it'll happen. But I'll try. I'll see what happens. I'll shoot my shot. I'll hold up a sign when I go see her next month. I'll be like, hey, come on my channel. What's your favorite scary movie? Talk about horror movies, please. As I try not to step on all the children around me. Oh, man. I'm going to get escorted out of that fucking concert, man. Thank God I have Chelsea with me. Single dudes, single adult men, I feel, are sometimes cast with suspicion depending on where they are and what they're doing. Wrongfully so. I think there was just a recent thing where a venue, like, wouldn't allow guys by themselves to come in to see this, like, all-woman band. I forget what the details are, but I'm just glad I got Chelsea. To be like, no, he's... okay, all right. Yeah, Chelsea's excited to go. We're fucking seeing Sabrina Carpenter. What the fuck? Why would you not be excited? Juno, Bedcam. I listen to fucking... Jordan said, I hope children aren't going to be there because of Juno and Bedcam. Jordan, I bought the fucking Slim Shady LP when that came out. What year was that? 99. I was 9 or 10 years old. There's a song called Come On Everybody. Come spelled C-U-M. That's why I learned what that meant. I should have had more parental supervision and guidance. I'm not saying it was a good thing that I was able to buy that, but just saying. I wouldn't be surprised if there were children at Sabrina Carpenter's. I don't know, man. Whatever. All right, thank you, everybody. Now I will let you go to enjoy the week and spooky season.